Hey, everybody.
Right.
Wait, okay, Alex. You can start the podcast now.
All right. This is the beginning of the podcast.
It's like you just threw a fish in your lap every time. What am I supposed to do with this? What? You take it.
Yeah. Thank you for the fish, Kevin, and thank
No problem.
you for
Anytime.
showing us how to interact with a fish, I guess, Chris.
You got it. I'm not a fisherman, by the way.
Yeah, like I said before, this is the beginning of the podcast. Welcome back. How we all doing, everybody?
Welcome back.
Good.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Who day,
I
everybody?
got a headache.
Starting the season
Yep,
off with
see
a
ya.
win,
Great.
baby.
Today.
All right, and now that that's out of the way, we can get to the podcast.
No. I want to go back to that.
All right, let's not listen to Chris anymore. But this is the beginning of the podcast. This is the part where we talk about our super fun and interesting lives. Take us away, one of you. Take this fish.
No one no one told me I was supposed to have an interesting life to share.
I mean,
Yeah,
you are on a
unfortunately,
podcast
you
weekly.
that was in your
Pre-rec.
contract when you joined the podcast. Did you not read the fine print?
Yeah, you gotta do one interesting thing a week.
I bought a new graphics card. Does that count?
Oh, hell yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, there. I got a 5070 Ti and I installed it on Friday.
Holy hell.
So I have all the flops.
What are you gonna do with all of those pixels and
Bits.
JPEGs?
It's just I'm gonna stream at even higher quality.
Holy hell.
Whoa.
It's gonna be like Eric's in your room with you.
That's scary, right?
Oh, man.
And when do you
Can I-
stream?
Oh, Mondays at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 Eastern now. So yeah,
Nice.
tune in Mondays.
Thanks for the conversion, because I would have been late.
Yeah, I having almost every single person I game with or interact with online being either East Coast or Midwest, I've just gotten used to saying both time zones now.
Mhm.
It just makes it easier for everyone.
Yeah.
You need to get some people in the middle, so you have to say all of them.
Oh God, no.
My sister used to be, because Nashville is like right on the border. She used to live in Nashville, so she was Central
Oh, so
Time,
she
even though
was-
she was like not that further west than us, but just enough where it's 1 hour behind.
There was right there on the border, Ohio, Indiana. I remember. I don't think they're still like this, but
Slow time and
when I
fast
worked
time.
do they still do that?
They did when I was in school, but that was like 15 years ago.
Yeah, because that's what I thought. I thought they changed it because I remember
I
when I
think
worked at
they
La
did.
Rosa's, everybody had to leave from Indiana like before they thought they had to get there, and it was only like 20-minute drive, but it's an hour difference. It was so
That's
stupid.
so weird.
I bet that would really suck for anyone that are friends in those two time zones and they try
Oh,
to
yeah.
make hangout plans.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and see, I don't think it was
So
like
bad.
that. I think it was only like that. Half the year when they did the time change, but it was still like you literally have 10 minutes down the road and it's an hour. Like, it's so stupid. I mean, I get that that's anywhere the time zone changes, but the fact that it was so random, like for our part of the world.
Yeah.
2005 is when they changed it.
They got
Nice.
tired of being late to everything.
Yeah. So yeah, that would have been. Yeah, I was beginning high school. That sounds familiar.
Cool. I didn't make it up.
Nice.
Well, I lived in Indiana. The only thing is Dearborn County didn't do that. So if I had anything to do past what's the county to the west? Ripley?
Oh, jeez.
West
think-
County.
He's doxing himself right now.
I mean, I lived there 15 years ago. What are you talking about?
Yeah, it's enough. It's enough.
So like if we had any events in Ripley County, we would have to keep track of if it was fast time and slow time and shit like that. It was really, really stupid, and I'm glad they got rid of it. Because I would play, I'd play recreational baseball at the school across the county line, so I'd always have to keep track of that.
There?
555
Yeah, exactly.
Cross County Ripley.com.
.com.
That's a web address.
No, it was a school. It would have been .edu. Kevin, jeez.
Oh, right. Yeah.
You're a liar.
Okay, Des, what are you going to talk about?
Oh, I mean, I guess I'll talk graphics and time since they were already discussed.
It's the big favorite.
Yeah, my computer really has shit connection right now, so if you lose me at any point, don't be surprised. Just keep on rolling.
All right.
All right.
That's what
You
I've
should
been up
probably
to is
get that
realizing
figured
that.
out, huh? Have you tried moving to the
Yeah,
other side of
did
the
you call
room?
me hun?
I said, huh.
Yeah, and
Oh, I
also
was like,
you
what?
you should smile more, Des.
Oh no!
That way, when it freezes on your face, you'll be smiling, just like nothing's happening, like nothing's bad, like that. It just froze with you touching your
God.
temples, just like that picture, just like that emote in chat.
All right. Well, that's not what I thought you were going to talk about. So I'll talk what I thought you were going to talk about.
That's what I thought she was going to talk about too, even though you haven't said it yet.
Well, you shut up. Let me finish saying it. Our improv team, War Candy, went up to a festival up in Columbus.
I saw those
and performed
pictures
over the weekend. So,
Nice.
yeah, it was a good time. We got to share the stage with a bunch of stand-up comedians and a couple other improv teams. And it was a good time. We went
Yeah,
to
it
an
was really
after
fun.
party afterwards at another comedy club, and some magician came up and started doing magic tricks in front of us.
Whoa!
That was kind of crazy.
Here we go, guys. Look.
And then we ate a bunch of chicken.
Oh gosh.
Look at those people.
That's
Nice.
us, slightly off center.
There we go. I figured it
There
out,
it
guys.
is.
Yeah.
Okay, this is really great for the podcast.
Just
Guys,
looking at
well,
pictures.
Go to
Hey, go check out our YouTube.
Janky_Alex on Instagram. Oh, there you are. Look at that. You're right near that
Yeah.
man's penis.
I had that.
Oh, yeah.
I had another improviser's taint on my neck.
Oh no!
I like
I mean,
Rennis's comments. He said slightly off center would be a great group name, FYI.
Definitely.
That's true. That is
Yeah.
true. I really like our current name, but that's a backup.
Yeah,
for sure.
backup, definitely.
The like
There.
fun anecdote from the show is ahead of time I was like, hey guys, can we tone down the horniness of our show? It's been very horny lately. To the point where like in our show on Friday I played a fluffer on a porn set that
Oh
Yeah.
no.
just kept the show going. So I was
Oh.
like, hey, my mom's gonna be at this show in Columbus. Can we tone down the horniness? And everyone's like, yeah, sure. And then we go out and we do a set, and one of the other stand-up comedians was like, man, that last team was so horny. They did piss play. They were licking each other.
Oh god!
I can't remember what the other thing was, but he named like 4 or 5 things, and I was like, we toned it down.
So we've got some work to do in that area, but
Yeah. So yeah, we got the new moniker, the horniest team in Columbus.
Oh yay!
yep. Yeah.
So there you go.
Nice.
I'm brushing your teeth right now.
Speaking of a bunch of horny people.
Okay.
What about this game we're playing?
No.
Yeah, let's get back to our kid.
The kids on bikes.
old.
Excuse me.
All right.
What?
I was trying to do a good transition, and
I think of any
That was
a character in this game, yours
literally-
is the horniest.
Literally
Jeez.
the worst transition I've ever heard.
worst.
All right. Okay, I'm watching
No,
that door behind you to see if the FBI busts in now, Des.
Oh, no.
Hold on.
They're in that closet right there. Just, anyway.
I feel as dirty as if I went to see her show right
There we
now.
go.
It was much worse.
I hope everyone can see that that new text underneath your name. There we go.
Canceled.
No,
Canceled.
no, don't do that. That's my worst fear. It really is. I swear to God.
Oh man.
Okay, yeah. So Dez's terrible transition aside, let's get back to the podcast proper. What happened last time? Let's get that recap.
Oh, that's what I forgot to open. Was our notes.
That's what I'm doing.
I thought he was going to say the recap.
I was like, I know there was one more thing I need to have open. I can't remember what it was.
I was gonna say, I mean, I only wrote down one word for the notes, and that's McGinty or McGinty.
McGinty, yeah.
I don't
Old
know what
man
happened. I
McGinty.
forget.
Yeah,
Yes, very
classic
important.
character.
Well, we have
Holds this town together.
Someone wrote a bunch of notes.
Was that you,
Yeah.
Kevin?
Nope.
Was it Eric?
No, I think it was
I think
Chris,
it was
actually.
Chris.
It was
Chris was doing a pretty good job,
Dang.
actually.
I think
Yeah.
it
Alright.
was
I like how
Chris.
I didn't realize he was pointing at himself the whole time.
Oh, I had an
But
itch.
he was pointing down.
No.
I'm back at the show. Ah!
Good guys, the horniness. Come on, let's go. Right down.
Sorry.
Down.
The horniest podcast on the internet. Not really.
No.
Yeah. Somebody can read my notes.
I don't trust myself.
It's kind of
I
not
don't
very
trust you either.
narrative, though.
I'll sum it up here. So we knew we were headed to the Chanky Cheez, so we did some prep. Severs traded a bike for. Wait, your notes say Severs gets a bike from Old Man McGinty, trading away his bike. What did you do? Camera. You got a camera.
A camera. Yeah.
Severs trades a camera for his bike. Eric meets up and gives him a ride to Clara's because obviously his bike. Dusty grabs a lighter and some jerky from driver Kevin Robbins' car, and then catches up with them. Severs says Dusty is weird. We knew this already. We arrive at the Chanky Cheez. We what's the word where you go around the building? We circled the building.
Circle?
And found a tree that was had fell shallowly to where we could climb onto it, but we needed to get a window or something open, right? Is that what it was?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
busted
failed-
open the grating.
Right. And we failed twice. I injured myself, and Severs injured his pride. And then we all teamed up to remove the bars. Is that what it was? Said?
Yeah.
Yep.
And eventually we got into the Chanky Cheez.
Wait, don't forget the most important note right before that. Dusty hits on Clara.
Dusty hit on Clara, obviously.
Yeah.
Inside the Chanky Cheez, well, we left Daryl
Daryl
Fields. We handed him a walkie-talkie, and he's our lookout. We got into a room with like knights and riding horses and a princess trapped in a tower. Someone found a sword, like a real actual sword with runes in it. There were 2 other rooms. One was jungle theme. One was space theme. Not much in there. In the main room, with Casey in the lead. Casey heads over to the prize counter, finds a few prizes, hands one to Dusty. Dusty, scared, but doesn't show it. Casey gives Dusty, was it a yo-yo? Yeah, yo-yo. Let's see, Eric, what did Eric do? You were just looking around, I think. Seavers caught a glimpse of a humanoid figure and heard something on his video camera, like a phasmophobia ghost sound. And then we all headed towards the staff area trying to find stairs leading down into a basement. Does that sound... did I miss anything?
Yeah, I mean, it's a recap, though, so that's okay. I think as we left off, you had gone through some doors to the back room, which looked to be a kitchen.
Oh, okay.
And I think Seavers maybe kind of caught a glimpse of something spooky, and then decided to not dilly-dally and go into the back room. So that takes us to where we are currently, in the back room of the Chanky Cheez in the kitchen. And definitely getting back to my right spot in my notes.
Rennis. One was space themed, not a whole lot in there. Well, at least it was accurate to the theme.
This guy.
But how those notes coming along?
What are we waiting on?
Huh?
Alex's notes.
You don't have to wait on anything. You're in the kitchen. What do you guys want to do?
I make a bouquet. I make a banquet for everybody. Clearly.
Banquet frozen dinner?
Yeah.
Like a Golden
I bet those
Corral
existed
buffet.
back then. I feel like we have a goal in mind. So I see a kitchen and it's like, I don't care about the kitchen. I'm looking for stairs. Is there any other, like, even further into the back rooms that we can head towards? Or is there, like, another door? Unless someone else unless the others want to explore.
I mean, I kind of agree with that, but also I could see Dusty just getting distracted. But if we don't want to waste time doing that, we don't have to.
Let's talk about the kitchen a little bit. It's got one of those windows, like not a window, but like a pass-through area where you would set food up for the servers to take out to like the party rooms, the tables and stuff. So there's a cutout in the wall where you can see out into the arcade floor. There are all kinds of stainless steel appliances. There's tables. There's the like pizza oven in the corner. Looks all old and busted up. Maybe somebody had gotten in here and smashed it up at some point. There is a walk-in refrigerator at the back wall, and then there are 2 doors leading out on the opposite sides of the room from the door that you came in from.
Okay.
I think I was holding the sword, if I remember correctly. And
Yes.
a flashlight.
A fleshlight?
No.
What? I thought Seavers took the sword back because you were going to use it like a walking stick and that upset him.
Yeah, but then it was too heavy.
He realized it was,
Oh, right. It was too heavy. Okay.
We could try and get weapons or kid thought weapons in here if we think we need them.
Do you?
No,
Oh.
I have jerky.
Okay.
Jerky.
Yeah, he's gonna. Casey's going to head towards the doors.
Severs is interested if there's just any more spooky stuff. That's where his head is right now. But then if there's any obvious, I don't know, like snacks or something lying around, he might absentmindedly grab something.
There are all kinds of like kitchen utensils and stuff splayed out all over the place. But it's not like somebody made a pizza here a week ago. You know what I mean? Like there's no real like snacks back here. They mostly just like churned out pizzas like, like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
I think Eric would probably go over and open up the door to the walk-in fridge just to make sure that there's nothing or anyone in it. The whole don't turn your back to something you're not sure about.
Yeah. 100%. So this is it's not like one of those huge doors like at a grocery store.
Okay.
It's smaller, like about the size of a regular door, but obviously very big in metal.
Mm-hmm.
It's got one of those latch handles, so you undo the latch, you pull it open, it swings aside. And inside, it's very dark. The light from the windows in the room kind of pour in and illuminate it a little bit. It's just a small walk-in fridge with several shelves lining each wall, where they would have kept the supplies for making the different dishes here at the Chanky Cheez.
Okay.
As you kind of look around the room, and as your little, I just remembered you have your attached flashlight. As you're sweeping it around in the fridge, you see that whereas this fridge isn't running actively, there is a buildup of frost on the back wall of it.
I'm gonna grab like a spatula or fork or something off the closest shelf and jam it under the door as a doorstop so it can't close behind me. And then I'm gonna go in and take a closer look at that frost buildup and kind of touch it to see if it's really actually frost buildup or if it's just something that looks like frost buildup.
Okay, yeah. So you stick one of those utensils in as a wedge to keep the door open. You walk in and you do see it's like, I don't know, about the size of a fist.
Okay.
There's just this buildup of ice, but as you get closer, you see that underneath the ice there is kind of the etching of a symbol in the wall.
Okay.
And then it's like the frost is expanding out of this symbol.
Oh, don't like that.
So I would take a look at that and then I would totally walk back out and be like, Severs, bring the camera over here. I found something.
Oh, yeah. Show me where.
Back here at the back of the walk-in fridge. Look at this. And I take him back and I point out the symbol, the frost and everything. Get some footage of that. That's definitely strange, right?
Yeah, it's not even cold in here. What's going on? And he's like snapping photos and jotting down some notes in his little notepad. Yeah. And then like he's pointing the camera at Eric and is like, yeah, so what do you think this is?
I mean, if I had to guess, I would say that somehow that symbol is like a frost symbol, so it's like emanating cold somehow. I mean, this is like next level, like paranormal weirdness or something. So I don't know. And then he reaches out and he puts his finger on the frost right above the symbol. And then pulls it back and goes, yeah, okay, that's actually pretty cold. And you can kind of see his little like fingerprint left in the frost there. He's like, yeah, that's really, really cold. That's real. That's so weird.
There you have it, folks. Some real paranormal ghost stuff here at the Chanky Cheez. And he like clicks the camera off for a minute. And he's like, this is like next level freaky, man.
Yeah, I think we better be very careful going forward. This is like getting
real. As you're saying that, you start to hear this scraping sound as your this utensil that you had shoved underneath the door. It's doing what you had hoped it would do. It's trying to keep the door open, but all of a sudden the door tries to slam shut, and almost with a force that's like stronger than some utensil that you found on the ground. It's scraping this utensil through the floor, and it starts to crinkle and break apart. I'm going to ask for a flight roll from our two characters that are inside of the walk-in fridge.
I was just about to say, when I noticed that people are like searching around the area, I like walk towards. I was going to say when I heard Sievers, I was going to walk over to the door. So, that's a bummer. Can I assist in some way? But obviously it's after the fact.
Tell me how you would like to assist, and we can assume that you had walked over there, because if that was...
I was just going to put the sword in the door so it like stops it from shutting. Like not in the opening,
okay. Oof. Ooh. Yeah. You're gonna jam the sword into the door?
Yeah.
I think this is still
the walk-in fridge.
I think this would still be a flight, as this kind of feels like you're trying to do something very quickly, something to help escape danger. So in terms of aiding, the options that you have are lending adversity tokens.
Oh, for me?
And actually, this is something that is happening in a split second. So this would actually not be a planned action, which means that you wouldn't be able to aid.
Okay.
Just remembering how the game works. So, this would be a flight roll for Sievers and for Eric.
Okay.
And before you tell me what the result is, I need to set the difficulty, the challenge rating. I'm gonna set this. You did do some prep for this, so I think I'm gonna make this a little bit easier than I would have initially. I'm gonna say this is a challenge rating of 7.
No.
It's a task where success is certain for characters who are very skilled at it, but not for those who aren't.
Yeah, so I'm like, Eric, run! And then I get a 5.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
You say that, and I like turn, but maybe I like slip or skid a little on because I'm like kind of freaking out a little bit, man. And I rolled a 4. Mind you, I have a D6 in flight, so I couldn't have surpassed.
I mean, you could have.
Well, you could have got exploding dice though.
Reroll.
I would have had to have gotten the exploding dice, but yeah, I got a 4.
Yeah. Okay, so that is a mild failure, not too bad, for both of you. As a reminder, in this range, a character fails, but not too badly. There might be some very minor short-term consequences.
Being locked in a walk-in?
Yeah, I think that is our short-term consequence. The door slams shut, and then from the inside, typically there is a knob that you would push in to get out of those walk-in the walk-in fridge. And so you you look up as the door slams shut, and this rime, the frost that you have seen in there, starts to form and crystallize over that knob, trapping you inside of this fridge.
Oh no!
I see this close right in front of me, and my immediate thought process is to immediately try to open it.
Yeah, give me a
I'm gonna
roll.
set down my flashlight on like the table nearby.
Yeah. Let's do. I feel like this would be. Well, tell me, how are you opening the door?
I'm just pulling on the handle as hard as I can.
Yeah, that feels like a brawn.
Yeah.
So go ahead and give me a brawn. I'm gonna make this a challenge rating of 6.
Okay. Get a +1 on this, baby.
Baby.
I want to throw it on the ground. God damn it.
Oh no.
Best way to roll dice.
What the fuck? I rolled a natural 1.
Uh-oh.
I rolled a
The handle
natural.
pops off in your hand.
So that's a
Oh.
that's a 2.
It's a 2. So
Oh,
that's
no.
good. That's still a minor failure. You grab onto that latch handle and you start pulling. But I think your feet start to get slick and slide on this floor. All of a sudden, it seems like this cold is spreading out from the fridge.
I think I get a negative because of the hand, because you said the next roll where I use my hand.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Oh yeah. Oh, from when you scraped it trying to bend the grate.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think that's gonna take this down any harder.
Okay.
Yeah, I think this is a failure. I think you're pulling, and all of a sudden the room that you're in starts to feel colder as well. It starts to feel like you're losing traction on your feet, and you slip, and you look like a fool. Your pride has been hurt.
Oof.
He's just gonna start banging on the fridge door. He's like, Eric, Sievers, what's going on in there? Is it one of those like it's barely they can barely hear me or can't hear me or what?
I feel like it starts off where they can barely hear you, but as you're saying that, your voice seems to trail and feel further and further away until it feels like they can't hear you at all.
And I guess I'll let them take an action of some kind, I guess.
And whenever you're ready, Dusty, you'll also jump in.
Into the
And
fridge.
save the day.
You never
like-
know.
Hey, Freezer, you're looking pretty hot. You want to hold my hand?
That's right. And he's going to rub up on it until it warms up.
Oh no.
So yeah, let's check back in with our 2 trapped kids. Inside, we are in this small walk-in fridge. How's Sievers and Eric faring?
Sievers runs up to the door, having just missed it, and it's like banging on, like, hey, let us out of here! Help! And he starts like pulling on that knob that's frozen, and I'm guessing it's like pushing on it, and I'm guessing it's like almost, I don't want to say supernaturally frozen, but like strangely extra cold, like unbelievably cold, and probably like pulls his hands off it from like almost getting frostbite that quickly.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's like really cold, Eric. And he's like holding his hand out.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that Eric probably had a similar reaction. Came up, started banging on the door with Sievers at first, going, "Hey guys!" And then when he goes, my hand, Eric looks over and he's like, "Oh man, be careful." And he kind of checks your hand real quick to make sure it's not too bad. And he's like, "I think this will be okay. Just try not to touch anything cold for a while." And Eric, I'm looking at the little handle and I'm like, I don't want to touch it, but I like take my, sure I have like a something on me. Maybe I pull like my sleeve over my hand and I like push on it a little bit, and it's like it's really frozen. I don't think we're gonna be able to just push it open like normal. And then I kind of like start looking around because I want to see if I can't get anything that I can use to push the knob with, so we're not using our bare hands and hurting ourselves further. So I'm looking around to see if there's like a piece of pipe or an old like plastic cup or just anything that we might be able to use to push this thing with.
Yeah, you look around and on the different shelves, you see like old cardboard boxes. Some of the food inside of it is like all in like plastic wrap, but like some of it is spoiled, like it just got left behind in here.
Okay.
And it's just bad. It's just a bad time as you're looking through these boxes. You're like, oh, disgusting. As you go to push one of the boxes aside, you do find a like an employee name tag for the Fun Time Emporium, the Chanky Cheez.
Okay.
And as you hold it up to your flashlight, you see that it's got the name Margot across the employee badge, but it looks like something is scratched through the name.
Oh, okay. I'm like, oh, weird. And I kind of don't think much else of it because I'm focused on trying to get out. So I just kind of like stick it into my pocket real quick because I'm like, I'll deal with this later kind of thing. And then, so I take one of the boxes and I dump it out kind of in the corner out of the way. And then I start like breaking it down to fold it flat and then trying to like crease fold it on top of itself to turn it into like a makeshift tube almost so that we can kind of try and use it to jam that handle in.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, that rules.
So I go over and I'm like, Sievers, let's try this. And I hold it up. I'm assuming the box is probably, probably get like 2-3 feet with it all flattened and then kind of half-assed rolled into somewhat of a tube. So both of us could probably get our hands on it if we really tried to give it our best.
Yeah. And when you call for Sievers, like he's kind of like sitting in the corner next to the door and like he looks visibly like worried, maybe even a little scared, and you can kind of hear him muttering to himself like, oh, what are we gonna do, what are we gonna do? And he's like reaching into his backpack and he pulls out some of his big league chew and starts chewing on the gum to like try to calm himself down, and like maybe when he does this, the scared look on his face kind of softens a little bit, like he's trying to be like, big strong dude, but you can tell like he's kind of freaking out being in here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
and as you're like as you guys are having this back and forth exchange, you can start to see your breath reflected in the light as you're talking to each other.
Okay.
Oh, because it's getting colder and colder.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so seeing that Sievers is kind of having his little freak out moment, Eric walks over and kneels down in front of him and goes, hey, Sievers. And I'm assuming you're probably sitting there with like your knees up, like your feet flat in the floor, your knees are up.
Yeah.
And like Eric puts like one hand on one of your knees and goes, it's going to be okay, dude. We can get out of this. We just have to work together.
I don't know, man. I don't like being trapped. I can't stand it. I freeze up. It's getting really cold too, so it's like doubly scary because I'm frozen so many different ways. We're not gonna get out of here. We're gonna die in here.
Hey, no, it's gonna be all right. This isn't something that we can't overcome. The Scout Handbook says that if you take time to stop and collect yourself, assess your situation, and then try your best, you can get out of most any situation. We got this, Sievers. I believe in us, and I believe in you, bud.
I don't know, Eric. How do you know we're I don't know how we're gonna get out of here.
Well, here, let me show you. And I pick up the little half-assed tube I have, and I'm like, we're gonna take this, and we're gonna press it in, we're gonna force it in against the handle, and then you and I are both gonna lean on it as hard as we can to try and push that handle plunger in. And if I know our team outside, they're probably trying their damnedest to get us out too. So you and me, bud, we got
outside,
this.
Yeah,
Dusty
let's do
to the rescue.
Quick cut to Dusty so Dusty can get in on the action. How is Dusty gonna save the day, Des?
All right. Well, first, let me set the scene. This whole time this has been happening, Dusty's just sitting up on one of those counters, chowing down on a very soggy bologna sandwich he had in his bag. Once all this happens, he hears he hears what Casey says, and kind of jumps up onto the counter and like looks around, because he's like, "Oh, I have a lighter. I could set something on fire to warm this place up and help." So if there's like any kind of like some kind of like old paper, something, we'll see if he sets himself on fire. Yeah, he's gonna like scan the kitchen real quick because he wasn't really looking before, for anything that might catch flame quickly or could help like accelerate a flame. Is there anything that he might find, like old party supplies even?
There's definitely a cork board back there that's got like random flyers and like sign in, sign out sheets for the staff back here. Yeah, there's like random flyers for events that they had like 15 years ago. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think that would maybe be enough.
I would highlight Rennis's comment here where he says, and thus the party was killed by neither ghost nor ghoul, but a hormonal preteen.
You know, we'll see. We will see how this pans out. Yeah, so Dusty collects all the old flyers, and he sees like, I'm gonna invent this, so tell me if I'm wrong, but he sees like one of those little tiny mesh trash bins, like those metal ones, that have like the grate around it, and he tosses them in there and jumps down to run over by the freezer door or the fridge door, and pulls out his lighter and goes to set the papers on fire and hold them up against the like door where it's starting to frost, like where the frost is coming through. And he's trying to like basically heat it as much as he can to get it like to try and thaw out.
Okay. Just so I understand, you're gonna get a little metal garbage can, you're gonna put a bunch of papers in there, light the papers on fire, and then you're just holding the garbage can up to...
No, like tilted so that the opening of the garbage can is like flat up against the fridge door. But I specified the trash cans with like the mesh, so there's still airflow. And if you don't have that in the kitchen, I will hold it and burn myself alive.
The cold is the issue on the inside. You know that, right?
The frost was coming to the outside. I have like no brawn, so this is his only attempt. Is he's going to try and use what little brains he has to do this.
Well, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. This feels like it has to be a brains roll.
Okay.
It's sure as hell not charm.
You make the sprinkler system go off and it freezes all the water and we get frozen and die.
Everybody dies.
Yeah. Yep. Story over. Time to go home.
Give me that brains roll, Dusty. Show off your big brain.
Okay, I do need to ask one question because I want to make sure I'm not going to cheat.
Okay.
We had different dice to assign for each column, right?
Right.
Correct.
Was one of those a D20?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, this is my D20.
D20 and charm.
You're gonna
That's
tell
my
me
best
that
option.
Dusty is the smartest person on the team?
Yes.
I did say that he is actually very good at math. He's just very socially awkward.
Book smart. My voice just cracked.
Yeah.
Book smart.
He's better at school
smart
than he is people.
Like,
exactly.
6 + 3 is 9. Like, that's the type of things that he's smart at.
He's 11. It's a little bit better than that.
I think we should have seen more of him being smart in the beginning of the podcast.
I was doing that.
I think we got to see a lot of him being a weirdo.
Okay. I'm just saying this is what I have, and I said that early on, that he is smart. It was a 14, but I don't know what you said the difficulty was.
I don't think.
I got distracted and I never said the difficulty. A 14 beats whatever I was gonna set, though.
That's right.
Let me think about this logically. You are setting paper on fire in a garbage can and then holding that against the door handle.
What was the end goal again?
To warm it up. It has a bunch of frost. He
melts,
would probably assume.
And then what?
It could warm it up enough for them to push the damn thing open. I don't know why everyone's giving me shit. Dusty is not an idiot.
And the only consequence is Dusty has now burnt his hands on the metal basket that's on fire.
That's true. That is true.
That's not true, because
and I know that that's an option.
You successfully caught the door on fire. Or something. I don't know how this works.
It's a metal door. Yeah, I don't think that would be the case. I'm just comparing values here and seeing what would make sense for this roll, which is crazy.
Well, yeah, I don't know. What were you going to set the number at? Because
a
14 is pretty good, right?
14 is very good, especially for what we've been showcasing as far as our skills go. I probably would have set this at a 10. I feel like realistically 10 makes sense for this bonkers plan of garbage fire.
Garbage fire. Classic garbage fire.
A classic garbage fire plan. I'm going to say...
You ever heard of dumb luck?
But you're
supposed to be the smartest one.
Y'all were giving me shit when I said he was smart, so this is now dumb luck.
Oh my gosh. So with a 14, your character succeeds, but not impressively. I feel like your garbage plan works. Like it starts to melt some of the frost buildup from within the door. Like it is a very slight win, but yeah, I feel like you did make this job easier for your teammates on the inside. Oh, also, Kevin, you failed a roll earlier, so you get an adversity token.
Oh yes,
I just remembered that.
Congratulations for your failure.
Boom, boom. Yes, I'm playing the game correctly.
So yeah. Casey is watching Dusty do this, and he's like, "Are you sure you know what you're doing?" And then you just don't speak. You don't talk. You just keep on doing what you're doing, and then suddenly he sees all this shit, all the ice melting. He's like, "I guess he knows what he's doing."
I just like to imagine Clara and the other girl are standing back watching this, what the hell?
All right, so I think Casey's going to, after the melting happens, he's gonna be like, "All right, guys, you guys push and I'll pull, and we're all gonna do this together."
Everybody all at the same time.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, collectively then, we are working together on a planned action. We are fighting against the cold.
Could we hear them at this point? Because you said it sounded like their voices were getting further from us. So would we then now be able to hear them?
No. You still cannot hear them through the door. It's still spooky AF in there.
Okay.
But, I mean, we're still actively trying to escape.
I don't know. I don't
and
know
all
Morse
of these
code.
8-year-olds understand Morse code.
The only one who possibly could know it is Dusty.
Just say it's the thing on the walkie-talkie, but that's all I know.
Right.
Oh, we don't. Yeah, you have the wall, but yeah.
Yeah, but like I'm saying, like I always saw that all years and years, but it's like, oh, that's cool. I don't know what that's for.
I was gonna say you could use the walkie-talkie to talk, but our other friend has it. The other one.
Jeez,
we're not very bright. All right,
but Dusty is.
I'm gonna try again now
That's
that
right.
it's kind of melted a little bit. I'm gonna try and pull on this thing.
Yeah, this would be, I think I was in the middle of saying it and maybe got distracted, but, this would be our, a planned action. The entire group is able to help aid on this since we have all contributed to, the goal of getting our, friends out of the walk-in fridge.
I'm gonna also use an adversity token.
Somebody take the main role, and then everybody else can gift.
I assume Braun.
Adversity tokens. It depends on how we're opening the door specifically. So
brute
if it's
strength,
Casey yanking on the handle again, then yes, this would be a brawn roll. And then everybody else that wants to contribute, just let me know how many adversity tokens you have to spend on this roll.
I will give 1. And now I have none.
Yeah, I will contribute a token as well.
Okay.
Because I would imagine that Sievers and Eric are on the inside with their cardboard pushing against the handle, trying to push the little knob in while you're outside pulling. And even though we can't communicate with each other, it's, lining up that we're doing it at the same time.
Or also that utensil that got pushed into the room, you could have picked it up and start jabbing at the ice around the button.
Right.
Is Dusty helping?
I feel like to keep things like level, I shouldn't.
Oh my god.
But also I don't want to screw you guys.
You're not rolling anything.
I know, but I get rid of an adversity token. I think it would be funnier for the bit if he was just oblivious.
Oh my god. Okay. Clara's helping too.
Fine. I'll help.
Ooh, okay. So I got a +5 to this.
Yeah. This is going to be another, we have made your job a little bit easier, thanks to, Dusty's crazy plan. I think I'm going to make this challenge rating 6 again. This is about as easy as you're going to be able to get that open.
15.
15 shattering that 6. We have a +9. You succeed successfully. Oh, you succeed not successfully, impressively.
Ooh, baby.
Is there more to that?
I'm reading. I don't need to read everything. Okay. I'm reading something to help out the game.
I was just going to say something, so all right.
Okay, what do you want to say then?
Well, it was going to be when the door opens.
Okay.
Assuming it is.
Well, yeah, let me finish describing stuff then.
Jeez.
Right. Jeez, I got to read sometimes. Sometimes the guy's got to read. So you succeed with some additional benefit. I'm gonna say, Casey.
That's me.
Casey, were you the one that found the token?
Nope.
In the
Sievers.
window.
I have the token.
Sievers found the token. Okay. Well, then no additional benefit. Screw you.
Okay.
But you did a very good job yanking on the door handle. You undo the latch and you hear a creaking and cracking. And as you are pulling the door open, it almost feels like there is a suction force that is trying to keep it closed. But you yank the door out of position and are reunited with your friends once again.
I was gonna say, as the door opens, I imagine because Eric and Severs are pushing, we both like fall out flat on our stomachs on the floor as the door pops open, and we look up at you guys and.
So that helps. So this door, I mean, Dusty was really just helping morally by like cheering, like, yeah, we could do it. You got it, Casey. So this door swings open and knocks him right in the head. And he's like, oh God, that hurts so bad. And he spits out a tooth.
Oh my God. Why is your character so pitiful?
I mean, I gotta balance it. Y'all didn't believe the brains.
That's not balancing.
That's not how balance works.
That's tipping it.
Yeah, it is.
All the way to one side. That's the opposite of balance.
The universe is equal now.
I don't think you know.
I don't think you know how that
This
works.
is why our checkbook is ruined. Doesn't know how to balance things. Okay.
I'm sorry, but it sounds like you're playing Steve Urkel.
Yeah, kinda. A little bit.
It feels like you're playing Steve Urkel in somebody's like fan episode that they wrote.
Right.
This isn't even like an actual network Steve Urkel episode. Okay, so we have saved our cohorts from the deadly fridge. Dusty balances the universe.
Yes. Just because I'm curious, as Severs and Eric get up and get out of the way, does this force like slam the door shut again, like out of Casey's hands that was trying to like pull against him? Oh, okay, it doesn't.
No, yeah. It is. It feels like you have overcome whatever force that was.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna like swing it all the way open and like put a chair in front of it so it doesn't close again.
Yeah. Eric's gonna like back away from it and be like, I'm not going back in there, guys. We got footage of the weird sigil thing on the wall. Let's just get out of this kitchen.
Sigil thing? What are you talking about?
Yeah, Severs, wind the tape back and show them what we saw.
Yeah, Severs is like, he's like shaking his head a little bit and like, oh yeah, and then he shows the footage.
And this sigil is like something that we've never seen before? I assume.
That's a good question. It's actually a sigil that you have seen before. It's on the weird real sword that you found.
That's what I was doing.
Ah.
Yeah, so yeah, he goes over because he set the sword down to open the door, and he like matches it to the video cameras. What the heck? And there's no way in heck that we would have seen this in like a school book or something like that. Probably not. Or is that kind of like
definitely not.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know like sometimes we get in the like Pathfinder brain, we're like, let's roll a knowledge check. But obviously it's like there's something it may have come up in school, but if it's definitely not, then yeah, a roll wouldn't make any sense.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Yeah, Eric's gonna notice when you hold the symbol on the sword near the camera to like compare them, and he's looking at it and he's like, he looks at you and he's like, don't suppose we have to use the sword to like damage the symbol in the freezer to stop whatever this thing is, do you?
Oh gosh, I have no idea. I really don't want to go in there, but I will.
Oh, I don't blame you. Well, let's just keep it in mind for later, I guess, unless we I don't want to go back in there. Man.
Also, we've confirmed that there's no power in this place, right?
Well, at least where we were.
Any yet. Except for maybe Seavers.
Yeah, the one arcade machine, I believe, was on for a moment.
Oh, okay. So then Casey like throws it out to the group, like, so does this place have power or something? And you guys throw out those suggestions or whatever. And it's like, it's so weird that they would keep this freezer on with like, is there anything in there?
Just some old rotten food that's definitely spoiled. That freezer's not been running. And Eric looks over at the wall and reaches for the nearest light switch and flips it on to see if any lights come on.
Oh, smart.
No lights turn on.
Yeah, it's like I don't think that walk-in fridge works. I think that symbol on the wall in the back was causing the frost and the ice.
I roll a sanity
I'm just worried
check.
that if we don't, sanity check. And I'm worried if we don't like use the sword to like scratch through it or something, that it might cause us harm, or it might get something later. But if you don't want to go in there, I don't blame you, man, because that's freaking scary. I'm not going back in there.
Yeah,
maybe Clara or Dusty or Liz could go do it.
Clara, have you seen anything like this? Or read anything about this?
I'm actually, just because I haven't been dealing with Clara, I'm going to say she's in the other room still.
Oh.
She hasn't followed you in here.
The arcade?
Yeah.
Okay.
That may be retconning it, but I do also feel like she wouldn't have just stood there through everything that just happened.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it makes sense that her and the other girl probably haven't made it all the way over here yet.
Yeah.
Well, I think the plan was to everyone go search for the basement. So I think it's smart to go grab her for going down, like finding stairs downstairs, stairs to downstairs,
Stairs
to the basement. There we go.
Downstairs stairs?
Yeah.
Yes, downstairs stairs.
Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna go go out into the go back through the door we came in and yell for her and the other girl whose name I forgot.
Jenny Bly.
Jenny, Clara. We think we found something.
They come scrambling over.
I think we're gonna show them the video camera with the hilt of the sword. We're gonna show the fact that it's a freezer that's freezing, or fridge, or whatever you said. And the fact that there's no power. So
Clara is very excited that you got this all on camera. She who's actually showing her the camera footage?
Seavers.
She slaps you on the shoulder great job. Oh my gosh, this is I told you guys, this is why we're here.
Dusty perks up and he's like, well, actually, Clara, and he spits out a little more blood. He's like, it was my idea that allowed them to open the door. So, yeah, you're welcome. And he tries to wink.
Well, like I said, great job, everyone. We all did we've done something. This is the most evidence that I have been able to uncover in one mission.
what do you think we should do?
You couldn't have done it without us.
Eric suggested scratching the symbol on the inside with the sword since they match. Does that sound like something we should do, or should we just... I don't know.
I don't know. You have the sword.
Is this you pondering it to the team?
I mean, I did do that earlier. but without Clara here.
No.
Seaver's gonna go over and bump Dusty on the elbow and be like, "Hey, it might be pretty impressive to Clara if you do it."
Oh yeah.
Devil on your shoulder.
Oh, oh man. Yeah, Dusty's like, wait, you think?
Yeah, totally.
What?
And
then chill.
as he says that, he's like, Seavers looks back over at the freezer, and that worried look goes back over his face, like just flashes, and then he's like goes back to normal. He's like, yeah, totally.
Well, I mean, I'm not one to miss an opportunity. If we think if that's what everyone thinks, I mean, I'll do it. I know you all are scared, but I'll be the man of this mission.
Oh, I'm not scared. I had my turn, so I didn't want to be selfish.
Yeah.
Anyone else?
I'm just curious, what's your brawn?
Oh, not.
It's not.
He's probably gonna go to
0?
pick up the sword, and he's not. No, it's a D4. It's his
Okay,
lowest.
that's what I thought. Listen, let me. I'll hold the sword. You don't. I'll keep the sword.
I mean, if you're, you know what? No, I'll do it.
And I just realized that one of my flaws is I'm reckless, so I'm gonna go walk straight into it, and I'm gonna do what I said.
God.
After contemplating it for several minutes, Casey remembers that he's reckless.
He's over there like psyching himself up for it, like, yeah, I got this. I can do this.
Oh, that's so funny. Yes, you walk right into that fridge and you pick up the sword and you scrape out this symbol.
Yeah.
All the traces of it have been scraped up and scraped. Scrape.
I did it.
You drag the tip of the sword across this symbol, creating a terrible noise for everybody in the room.
Oh, no. guys, I'm doing it.
You're doing it.
It's just all of us with our hands on our ears, like,
guys, it's hurting my ears.
I'm sorry. That sounds like Coach Z.
Yeah, so you successfully scrape out this image from the thing, creating a terrible soundscape for everybody in there.
It probably drove away the big bad evil.
I think so.
yeah.
It's so terrible.
Nothing bad could happen now.
Mission accomplished, everybody. Now we can leave.
It lights up.
Not even God could stop you at this point.
Oh no.
No, God's holding
We're
his
all
ears.
So
what's the plan from here? Reckless Casey has defaced
I'm going to
this
assume that
building.
nothing happened of importance when I did that.
Yeah, because I mean, you don't really know that.
You don't know, yeah.
Right?
You may have saved the day. You may have done nothing.
All right, guys.
You don't know.
He walks out.
You
Guys,
may have made it
done.
way worse.
Nothing really changed. It's still cold in there.
Okay. Well, hey, we tried, right?
Right. Let's go find the basement.
All right. And then turning to the other
Recklessly,
doors that
I
you
run.
mentioned.
No.
Recklessly, I run with the sword out in front of me.
Swinging it back and forth.
Right when Daryl Fields walks in the door.
This is now a dull sword because of the scraping that I did.
Oh man.
Sievers was upset you were using it as a walking stick, and then you just rake it across a metal wall.
Give me that.
Oh, jeez.
All right. We go through those other set of doors.
There were two other doors, both on opposite ends of the room from one another.
Oh! I thought it was a set of double doors. Sorry, I misheard you.
No, yeah. There are two more doors in this room. One leads out the left entrance, one out the right entrance. They're not entrances.
Is there like a sign or anything like that on either of them?
Is there a sign? That's a good question.
Like one's a bathroom, one's a staff only.
The one to the left says maintenance. The one to the right is, the other one says break room.
Break room. Okay, Casey with his D8 and brains thinks maintenance is the best way to go. So he's going to recklessly head towards that door.
Everything's that now.
It's all reckless now.
Now that I've remembered I'm reckless, it's time to attack.
I remembered I have smarts. He remembered he has reckless.
And then all of a sudden Sievers is going to remember that he had a gun the whole time.
Got it from the sheriff myself.
Awesome. So you head towards the maintenance door to the left from... You entered in from the door that you entered in from. This would be the door to your left. As you enter into this room, it doesn't immediately look like a maintenance room. You look around. There's a couple of steps leading up, and you see a couple of forms standing before you.
What?
It definitely freaks you out. Like there's something standing right ahead of you.
Hello?
You're shining your light around.
Yeah, shine my light right at it. Right at these forms.
Yeah.
Whip
Is it just
around.
paperwork?
Yeah.
The light bathes the nearest thing standing next to you, which is a giant human-shaped? No, anthropomorphized rat. It is staring at you with its mouth agape.
No.
It's very scary.
No wonder this place closed down.
Across from the room, there are several other anthropomorphized rodents. Oh. Not rodents, animals. A bird. There is a lizard. There are several other kinds. And then in the very center of the room, directly in front of you, up these stairs, is the least humanoid looking thing. It is a block of cheese.
Chanky.
So you realize that this would be where like the animatronic stage is. The maintenance room must be back behind this area. But you walk in and see these robotic forms just kind of like limply standing there in various different positions. Yeah, that's something that would freak out anybody that just walks into a dark room.
So yeah, he's gonna walk around these. Like, sorry, Mr. Cheese, Mr. Rat Guy. So a fun story. I subscribe to the Defunct Land Patreon. I don't know if anybody's aware of Defunct Land, but he does documentaries on defunct amusement park rides. On his Patreon, he did a ranking of every single Chucky Cheese animatronic. And some of those are the creepiest things I've ever seen in my life. And I'm sure that these all look exactly like those. But yeah, it's actually a really good video, and I highly recommend it. But anyway, I'm going to step through this room and look for. You say there was a door? Sorry.
Oh, yeah, sorry. To set the scene a little bit more. You have walked through the doorway. You come to a set of stairs, like a half set of stairs that would go up to a landing. And so from where you're standing to your left would be the front of the stage. Thinking back to your time in the arcade zone, that like front area. This would be like in between the ball pit and the tunnels, the tubes,
Okay.
and the kitchen where you just were. So this is where like the curtain would part and these animatronic things would like do a little song and dance for the kids. To your right would be far back of the stage. This is where you would find the maintenance opening and any kind of like utility equipment that they would need to upkeep the stage.
He's going to walk forward, shine a light back to the most recent thing you were talking about, where the stage is. Just look for anything that looks out of place or anything like that, and then if he doesn't see anything, he's gonna walk to the other door. You said there was a door, right?
There is a so yeah, this would be a little bit tougher for you to see from like up on the stage, but behind the stage there is a hatch that leads underneath of the stage, and that's where you would get to maintenance.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna head that way.
Dusty
right.
is following close behind, with his like flashlight just right on these animatronics because he's creeped out. He's always been creeped out by him anyway. So just to see like if there's any kind of movement because he does not like that.
He doesn't like being in with the creepy animatronic stuff.
At night, yeah, or when it's dark.
Okay, sure.
It was a tier list of Chucky Cheez characters, and I just posted them in our spoiler zone on channel on the subreddit or on the Discord.
Yeah, those are awful.
Mm-hmm.
There's a hippo that is the worst thing ever.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
No.
All right. Well, time to go boil some water and pour it into my eyes.
You're welcome. Anytime you want some pictures of Chucky Cheez, I got
God.
Why?
All right, it's maintenance time for Casey. I don't know whatever anybody else is doing.
Yeah, so we heard from Casey, we heard
said...
from Dusty. Let's hear about our other cat members. Cat squad.
So Eric's gonna have walked over and looked in the door that Casey went through and be like, I'm gonna go look in the employee lounge and walk back across the kitchen because one of Eric's fears is animatronic puppets.
Wait, was that like right beforehand?
No. Yeah, I filled that out beforehand when we first meet our characters.
Amazing.
So he goes over and opens the door to the employee break room or lounge, wherever he said it was, on the other side of the kitchen.
Yes. Fantastic. The okay. So
we're splitting the party?
Casey is heading towards the maintenance hatch underneath the stage. Eric is
Dusty's
heading
close
towards the base
behind.
room, the employee break room.
Mm-hmm.
What about Severs and yeah?
I think Severs is actually going to inspect the animatronics a little while and see with his camera and see if he can find anything interesting out about them. And then if that doesn't yield anything, he's going to follow Eric.
Okay. Okay. And then
So it's
Dusty,
gonna
where did you
be.
say you were going?
I was following behind Casey, but like on my way to that hatch, I was just like shining a light on all the animatronics to make sure they were still.
Gotcha. Okay. Cool. Okay, let's do this. Let's follow Eric first. So Eric, you pop your head in, you see those animatronics there, and that anxiety starts bubbling up.
Yep.
And you make the executive decision. I'm gonna check out the other room over back this way.
Mm-hmm.
So you walk across the kitchen, through into the employee break room.
Okay.
You see there are a couple of rows of lockers. There is a like a broken coffee pot hanging off of a table. The calendar on the wall is set for like 9 years ago.
Oh wow.
Okay.
There is one of those like wooden top tables that has the metal legs and a couple of folding metal chairs around it.
Okay.
And like a really old microwave.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is what you initially see upon walking into the employee break room. What would Eric like to do in here?
I think he's gonna like take a second as he gets in the break room and kind of just like, hey, just robots. Can't hurt you. It's all right. And then he looks over at the employee lockers and remembers the ID he found, the like name tag badge, and pulls it out of his pocket and looks at it again and sees that it says Margot. And then he looks and he walks over to the lockers to see if there's names tags on the lockers or not, to see if he can find which locker might have been Margot's.
Oh, I love that. Yeah. So you walk along, you're like shining your little mag light on the different nameplates in front of the lockers, and you make your way down each locker, looking at each one, and as you get to, there's like a intersection of lockers on one of the corners of the room. As you get ready to switch over to the next section, all of a sudden you hear a banging behind you.
Yeah, so I spin around and try and shine my light towards where I think the banging's coming from. See if I see anything.
Yeah, and you see the very first locker that you walked past. It didn't have the same name as the name tag that you had. It is swinging open and then like kind of very slowly shuts once again.
Okay. So I'm gonna put the badge away, and I'm gonna slowly walk up to that locker, and I'm gonna try and open it up, look inside.
You open up this locker, and there's some like random old like magazine clippings that are like taped to the inside of the door. But relatively, this locker is empty.
Okay. I'm just gonna look at the clippings to see if there's anything that stands out as interesting, and if any of them look like they might have anything to do with the Chanky Cheez, or maybe hints at why it might have closed down. I'm gonna specifically try and take those out to look at them closer. But if they look like they're just random, like sports scores or like so and so's kid did great, the spelling bee type stuff, I'll just ignore them.
Yeah, there's like fashion tips. There's like pictures of people in like bathing suits.
Okay.
It's this seems like maybe it was somebody's like vision board or something like that. That's the vibe that you're getting. But as you're like peeling this stuff off to like double check and make sure that there's nothing weird going on, you hear banging from behind you once again.
Okay, so I'm gonna turn and look towards the banging and just I'm starting to get a little creeped out.
You see once again another one of these doors just swings open, gung, 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 making these loud banging noises, and then just slowly swings back shut.
Okay, so I'm gonna walk over and I'm gonna check this locker now, because I'm scared, I'm tense, but I almost get the sense like some presence is trying to tell me or show me something. It's like leading me, so I'm not like worried about being attacked. I'm more like curious, like, wait, what are you trying to show me, spooky entity? So I'm gonna go down and open up this other locker if it'll open.
Yeah, you're able to open it up, and you look inside. There is a paper bag in this one, a handful of change that is up on like the top section, like where you'd put like a hat or like whatever.
Yeah.
There's like a handful of change up there, and then like just some of the oldest candy that you've ever seen.
So because I'm a kid, I immediately reach up and like sweep the change into my hand and put it into my pocket.
Yeah,
because kid, you're not gonna leave that. And then I take the little paper bag out and I look inside of it.
Yes. In here, you see, there is just a big jumbled mess. There's like not any rhyme or reason to it, but there is a big jumbled mess of tickets that have all just been jammed down into this like paper bag.
Oh, like the prize tickets.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just going to take the paper bag, and I'm going to take my backpack off and put them in my bag for later in case they're important. And then I'm going to put my backpack on, and then I'm going to look at that nasty old weird candy you said was there. And I'm going to grab a couple pieces, and I'm going to look at them, and I'm going to like chuckle to myself, and then stick them in my pocket. And then I'm just going to quickly, unless another bang happens, I'm just going to quickly like pop every locker open real quick just to see if there's anything interesting before I turn back to go back the other way.
Yeah, you go to pop open a locker, and like almost like the door's being ripped out of your hand, alternating in even increments between all of the lockers. One will open and then shut, and then the alternate one opens and then shuts, and then the one next to it opens, shuts, all the way down until one door swings open and stays open.
All right, so I'm going to walk up to that one and shine my flashlight inside and see what I see.
Perfect.
Guys, I think I chose the wrong way.
Why is that?
This is way more interesting.
This is the party realizing that sometimes there's fun stuff in the non like main mission rooms.
Yeah.
So sometimes people put stuff in there that's fun that's not winning the game. Oh gosh, my notes are such a mess. I'm so sorry, everyone.
Google Doc, or what do you use?
I initially was using Roll20 as my as like my organizer for all of my notes. I was just making handouts that have all of the information in them.
Mm.
But as we've been just like adding in stuff, peppering in all of these random characters and I keep like adding in more information. It's built too big, and so I have some duplicate information that's in one tab and another tab, and so I'm like just trying to get the one that has this room's information in it.
Did you hear about that that like famous actress that got stabbed?
No.
It was like
recently?
Reese.
Oh my god.
God damn it.
Witherspoon?
No, it was with a knife.
I immediately knew you were gonna say a joke.
I like how he finishes the joke and then runs away too. Like we can reach out and hit him or something.
Okay, here we go. What was the last question that you said?
Did you hear about the actress that got stabbed?
What was in that last locker that stayed open after all the other lockers did their little ch-ch-ch?
Awesome. Yeah, you see what looks like a sign-in form with a bunch of random names on it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you see some names like Tommy Calhoun, Susan Harland, Eddie Kowalski, Jessica Moreno, Mike Hanlon. And you guys may recognize this name as like the most recent person in the town to go missing. Was a college student that was back home on break, named Naomi Price, and her name is on this sign-in sheet.
Okay.
But
So,
this was like a big deal. This would have been the most like recent weird thing that's happened in the town.
Okay. So, yeah, I'm going to recognize that name, and I'm just like, oh, wow. So I'm going to take this form and fold it up and stick it into one of my pockets in my coat so that I have it for later. And then was there anything else in this locker, or is it just the sign-in sheet?
That's all. Yeah, that's all you were able to find.
Okay. So, I'm going to make one more look around the room. There's not like another door or anything in here.
Nope. Just the terrible amenities that these poor teenagers had for their breaks.
My morbid curiosity is going to get the better of me, and I am going to walk over and open that old microwave just to look inside, because it's like, whoa, old school tech. Really old. Like, it's got that, like, old, like, retro look to it, I'm imagining.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to open it up and see if there's anything in it, and assuming that there's probably not, other than maybe some gross food residue.
There is a Hot Pocket that is sitting there in the center of the microwave in its sleeve. But it looks like blackened.
Yeah, and I just closed the microwave again. It's like, that's a biohazard. And then I walk back out and to go see if I can find the rest of the group.
Okay, perfect. We will cut over to Seavers. Seavers was over looking at the animatronics.
Yes, close up with the camera, kind of doing a little commentary of. I assume that we know like these characters, like they're familiar to everybody.
Yeah.
Even if I'm only 8 and this place closed 9 years ago, I'm sure people discussed it. So.
Yeah, there's well, like you definitely know who Chanky Cheez is. Like it's the name brand or whatever. Everybody knows that one. You may not, unless you like had been here or unless you were a fan of like the property, like you may not know some of the background characters.
Okay. Yeah, so he's just like, oh, there's Chanky Cheez. Wow, and like zooms in, like real shaky camera work on this thing, and like, I can't believe I'm actually here. And then he goes over to like the other, like the rodent one, and he's like, this furry guy, it must be like Roger the rodent. in person. And he's trying to do his best to sound confident, even though he's not. But this whole time he's looking just to see if there's anything suspicious again, like he encountered out in the arcade room.
Yeah. Well, as you turn to, what'd you call him? Roger the rodent?
Yeah.
Even though I think this may be one that we did mention earlier. Anyway, definitely not Roger the rodent, but yeah, his confidence sells it. I love it. It starts to dawn on you after you're saying this and like videotaping it that Roger the rodent was looking the other direction when you came in the room.
Oh.
No. Okay.
You're like, wait, am I misremembering this? Wasn't he looking towards the door when we got in here? And now he is looking towards you in the center of the stage.
Yeah, and I think there's kind of like this thought to like pause and go back and review the footage, but he doesn't. He kind of shakes it off like, huh. And then maybe he like scoots over to like a different corner of the room, like as he's investigating other animatronics, but still kind of like side-eyeing Roger to see if it moves at all.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. Yeah, so you walk up to, I think Renna said this earlier, so I'm just going to take it. A weirdly curvy wolf is one of these other characters that is on the opposite side of the stage. Very well-proportioned wolf is over there. You make your way over to look. I kind of want to hear what you call this one too.
Oh, this is Wowfie the wolf.
Wowfie?
Yeah, I didn't say my R right or W right, whatever.
Yeah. So you are basically positioning your back to the opposite wall so that you can still see the rodent on the opposite side of the room.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you are like kind of like trying to do that thing where like you're like, I'm looking at something else, but you're very obviously like side-eyeing towards the towards the rodent. And you hear just like a crinkle of metal towards the front of the stage.
Okay. So like out past the curtains or just close? Like it's in this room, like where I'm hearing the sound, right?
Yeah. Like if your attention is like towards this rodent, you heard the sound coming from like this direction. Okay.
So yeah, I whip my flashlight around to where I heard that sound, and I begin to like, hey, is anybody there? And like I'm taking like small baby steps towards it, but also like trying to verify if it's just one of the other party members.
Yeah, you see there is a possum. It's a possum. An animatronic possum, and it's wearing like a really like disheveled top hat.
Oh, Opie the opossum.
Yeah, it's Opie the opossum. And then you kind of have another one of those moments where you're like, wait a second, what? Didn't he have his arms down before? And he's standing there like this now.
Okay, yeah, so Sievers is kind of like hypnotized by what's going on, so like the fear isn't really gripping him quite like it did earlier, and he's just moving closer with that camera to all of these characters and like, hello? Opie? Roger? Wowfie? Hello? Just looking for any sign of because everything's kind of been happening when he's not looking, and he's trying to actually catch the motion.
Yeah. So you're like really trying to position yourself to where you have like full vision of the room. The problem is that it's very dark in this area, and you have a flashlight. So it's hard to keep an eye on everything that's going on here. But as you're kind of sweeping the flashlight back and forward across the stage, really trying to understand what's been going on, like kind of an unsettling thought comes through that you don't see Chanky in the mix anymore.
Oh no.
No.
This is
Yeah, so at that point, like when there's just a completely missing character, like maybe there's a little bit more concern sweeping in, and he's kind of like trying to back out of the room without looking obvious about it. And he's like, Eric, Dusty, Casey. And he's just trying to get to the door again.
I was like going down the hatch, but also like with my flashlight out. Would I have seen like any of this, like maybe even a glance, and know that he was there?
That's a really good question. I think we're gonna get the answer to that next week. Oh, damn it! Oh, dang.
Thank you to Sirenscape for helping us immerse you into the worlds we explore with amazing music and sound effects. Check them out at Sirenscape.com to add them to your adventures as well. And thank you to our patrons for helping fuel us throughout the galaxy. We sincerely can't thank you enough for your continued support. If you'd like to become a patron or find out more about us, visit www.adventureawaitspod.com. We'd love to have you aboard. Until next time, adventurers.